In true Red Branch style, I turn on the video camera and it starts to rain. Alright, Bruno. Guys, this is something that I get asked a lot, okay? And I just thought I would have a little chat about it. And this is 5 things that I think every beginner bushcrafter needs. Stay tuned. Oh. Go get Kuda. Yes, guys. 5 things every beginner bushcrafter needs. Okay. It can be a controversial topic. People have a lot of different opinions on it, and this is my opinion on it. Okay. And this is what I think. And people will ask me when I'm teaching classes and stuff, you know, what would I recommend? Okay. So, guys, 5 is not. You know, it could be 15, it could be 20, but you gotta, I'm narrowing it down to 5, okay? This is my list, right? So it's a personal thing. People might, you know, need different things, all right? Okay, number 1, guys, and I think one of the most basic items that a bushcrafter needs, okay, is a knife. Okay, that's number 1, is a knife. Now, does it need to be an expensive knife or that absolutely amazing custom bushcraft knife that we need, or we're going to die until we see a different one? Okay, no, it doesn't, guys. Look, you know, the likes of this is a little more a more basic or something, I think it is. More a basic 546, guys. These run at about £10 to £12. Guys, as a beginner, something like this is absolutely perfect. Does it need to be carbon steel or does it need to be stainless steel? I would be along the lines of going for carbon steel, guys, you know, because it does offer you a wee bit more flexibility as you move on and you progress in your skills. Okay, guys, Mora knives are excellent. Okay, you don't need a £300, you know, custom bushcraft knife. A Hultifer's knife is as good, definitely on par with a Mora knife, and generally are cheaper. Okay, the Hultifers are generally cheaper. The second thing I would recommend, guys, and basically this will extend your time in the outdoors and it will enable you to do more things, be out for longer and be more comfortable, guys, and that is a tarp of some description. Okay, now this is something that I have been testing, and this is the Decathlon tarp, and these retail for about £35, and they are excellent. They are a 3 meter by 3 meter tarp, guys. And you know, they're very, very good, and I definitely would say get a tarp. Now, I would try to push for a bushcraft type tarp as opposed to just a builder's tarp, but a builder's tarp will get you out there. All right, the difference being is that a bushcraft tarp will have designated tie out points that are reinforced, okay, whereas a builder's tarp won't. Now, a builder's tarp will keep you dry and stuff, but it's probably not going to last as long. Okay, now just behind you guys, I have a tarp set up at the minute, and this is just one of the different things you can do with it. You have a tarp set up like that, that is somewhere to stay for the night, you know, it's perfect. You know, you set it up like that, you can get your family in underneath it when you're out for a walk. You know, you're learning more. You know, you can do it faster, and it's just a very, very versatile and handy piece of equipment, and I would definitely recommend a tarp. Guys, the third thing is a ferro rod of some description. Okay, a ferro rod is your entry point into fires and fire lighting. Okay, you know, they are a very handy thing. I would recommend everybody get one. This one is something I got on Amazon, or somebody got it for me off Amazon, and this actually came with a stick of fat wood with it. Okay, which is super cool. But guys, definitely I would be looking at some sort of ferro rod. Now, you can buy little ferro rods for about £2 and they're really super skinny. Don't get those because they will break and they're not very good and you'll just be annoyed with them. Try and get the biggest ferro rod that you can, guys, and that is in thickness and in length, alright? You will have a nicer experience using it, okay? Number four is some sort of a cooking container, okay? Whether it be the absolutely brilliant Stanley Adventure cook set, which you have seen me use in multiple videos, guys, and this is, you know, for boiling water, for cooking in, for making coffee in, super important, okay? All those things, cheap, under 20 quid, I'm going to say off the top of my head. Or guys, whether you move to something that is a wee bit more substantial, such as the Pathfinder pot or the Moore's pot. This is a Moore's pot, or like I think the Bushcraft store do their own version as well, guys. And these are handy because, you know, you can set them up at different angles, and you can obviously cook more in them, get more water in them, and put more stuff into them when you're packing stuff out. But definitely, it just, you know, if needs be, you're boiling water to make it safe, you're cooking to make food, you can make medicine, you can it's just a handy thing, you know, a handy thing. If you're looking to spend more time in the outdoors, get a pot. Now, the last one, guys, the last one is rope, okay? Now, when rope is incredibly handy, it's incredibly handy. I just have a little bundle of paracord here just to show you guys. Now, this is the thing, right? Paracord. Oh, 7-strand 550 paracord. It can carry 2 elephants and you can pull a jumbo jet with this stuff. You don't need to buy the most expensive paracord out there, guys, okay? I buy a roll, this stuff here, 100 meters of paracord for $9.99 on Amazon. Do you know what I mean? And it works 100%. Okay. Get a roll of bank line, which is even more in this, and this costs about 7 quid. You know, guys, you don't need super expensive equipment. You know, you just need decent equipment. All right. So for the rope, you're talking about putting up your shelters. You're talking about, you know, making pot hangers and doing all these different things with it, guys, building shelters, and it just affords you more opportunities, okay? Now, guys, that is 5. The sun has just come out and is blinding me. That is 5, okay? Guys, I could sit here and talk about sleep systems and mats and all that sort of stuff, guys, and that is stuff that you will pick up afterwards, right? And I have plenty of videos on that stuff as well. But what I'm talking about is what I think is the first 5 or the top 5 items that a bushcrafter or beginner bushcrafter or somebody who's interested in it wants to get them started, okay? And especially if you are coming at this from a beginner's point of view, guys, you don't need to buy the most expensive equipment. Hey Bruno, stop. You really don't. You don't need the most expensive equipment, because in 6 months' time you mightn't really be into it that much, and you might, you know, and you're left with like 500 quid's worth of equipment that you've no way of getting rid of, guys. So that's why I would not get the most expensive stuff. Yes, the £300 knife has its place. Yes, I do own a few £300 knives, guys, but you can still cut stuff with a £10 knife. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay frosty.